Hey there, fellow marketers. Are you thirsty for some market information? Well, today what we're going to talk about is competitive positioning in the market. You know, the Cokes versus Pepsi's kind of stuff. Where do firms sit in the whole competitive nature of their industry? And the thing is, you always have a market leader. That's the product that has the largest market share. They command the market. They kind of set the trends and stuff like that in the fizzy drink industry, if you will, like Coca-Cola does. But the thing is, you usually have a number two, like a Pepsi, that's always challenging. And they're called the market challenger, okay? And so they're going to be trying hard to catch up. That's why you'll see, like, a lot of times Coke has the same kind of commercials year over year, more of a traditional setting, whereas Pepsi is always trying to innovate with new commercials, a lot of new flavors, trying new things out to help improve their market share so they can become number one. And in some markets, Pepsi is number one, okay? So you kind of think about that. But in general, you have your market leader, then you have your market challenger. But the thing is, we don't just drink Coca-Cola and Pepsi. There's other competitive people out there in the market. And that's why you'll have what are called market followers. So if you're going to Walmart and you get your Sam's Club soda, your Sam's Club cola, right? That's a market follower. They're just in the market, just following along. I'll just do what Coke does or Pepsi does. I see that the cola sells well for them. We'll have our own cola. We'll have our own orange soda and things like that. And the market follower, their whole thing is they're trying not to get noticed. Like, look, we're just taking the rest of the market that you're not going for, Coke, because Coke wants to sell this for $1.50 and they don't want to sell it for 50 cents. But RC, they might come in there. Sam's Club might come in there as that market follower and sell at that lower price range. And the thing is, those market followers, they really don't want to cause any problems, because if they cause problems, i.e. they're taking too much money away from the Cokes or the Pepsis, they might see that Coke might come out with, you know, Coca-Cola economy, you know, a cheaper version of Coke, or a Pepsi cheap, you know, a cheap version of that for a lower price point to take that market. So the market followers, they're really careful not to step on the toes of the market leaders, the market challengers. And the thing is, not everyone's going to be number one. Not everyone is going to go for number one. So you might have what are called market nichers. And market nichers would be like, you know, the Arnold Palmer iced tea and lemonade combination. They're not challenging Coke. They're not challenging Pepsi. They're going in that iced tea refreshing drink niche. They're just going right into there. If you look at things like Red Bull, they're only doing super caffeinated, keep you awake drinks, and they're just niching into that one thing. Because if you need to stay up late night to study for an exam or something, yeah, you could get a Coke or a Mountain Dew, but if you really want to stay awake, you get that Red Bull, so you can party all night long, or you can study all night long, right? And so they have that little niche there. And the thing is, those market niches, what they do is they see that, you know what, those big time players, those market leaders, those market challengers, they're not really addressing that one market. So why don't we go to that niche and we'll become the de facto leader in that little niche there? Hence why Red Bull leads in those like highly caffeinated beverage kind of stuff. The Arizona iced teas and stuff like that, they're in the iced tea market, you know, with and then there's their Arnold Palmer's kind of stuff, and they have that, and they're just focusing on that one little niche. So they're not really threatening the Cokes, because hey, look, Coke, we're just focusing on iced tea. You go ahead and do your colas and orange sodas and clear sodas and stuff like that. We're just a nice mix of iced tea and lemonade. And so you have that. And so what you want to look at and see is, where's our competitive position? Could we be a market leader or a market challenger? Or are we just the follower trying to like copycat off what the leaders are doing and learn from them? Or do we find our little niche out there and say, this is what we're going to go for? We're going to be this niche specific brand focusing on these people. So I hope that helps you know the difference between a market leader, a market challenger, a market follower, and a market nicher. Yes. So market leader, market challenger, market follower, and market nicher. It's been a long day and it's like 95 degrees. So I am going to have myself a little bit of an Arnold Palmer to cool down on this hot day. So if you want to learn a little bit more about marketing or business, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Give us a like. We really appreciate it, and have a great time studying for your exam, or whatever reason you're watching this video on market leaders, market challengers, market followers, and market nichers. Bye.